Good day, everybody. Welcome to Curse of the Crimson Throne, Session 10. My name is Pablo, and I don't like London, but if you're from London, still like and subscribe, because I still,
Don't like your city.
yeah, I
I mean,
genuinely
sorry that
don't.
whoever from London is watching this probably also doesn't like London, right?
It's true. That's a very London thing to do.
Yeah.
And even if like the general people would have been nice, it would have at least been a normal, like, nice trip. But even every single, like, like waiter or like storekeep that we talk to is just, I do not like Londoners. And I lived there for 5 years. I know. Sorry, finished rant. Where are we? We're gonna do a hero point situation here with Yava going to 2, Caden going to 2. Everybody else stay the same. Por favor.
Damn it.
What?
Doesn't Francisco get a birthday hero point?
He actually
Oh,
absolutely
He does.
He absolutely does. I forgot about Francisco's birthday hero point. So, Francisco, please go to 3, as it is your birthday, and I'm very, very happy for you. So, all right. Yeah, congratulations. Go to 3 though. I want to see you at 3. And fascinating. Everybody's at 2 except Durgan. So, Durgan, I'm going to put you up to status quo here and allow you to go up to 2 hero points as well. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you're asking for my feelings. That's not good, Pablo. Well, I feel tired, but also happy now.
Congratulations. The reward does not come without its risk, though, as you're going to have
Don't
to
say that.
as you're going to have to search the deep bowels of your memory and attempt to recall last session. And it's got to be good because Summer wasn't here, and Summer and Francisco weren't here, actually. Damn, we had a small party last week, which means, Durgan or Red, that you're going to have to do a very good recap.
Oh god, that is a bit hard. I mean, I know what we did. Can you change the map to the bigger map so I can see the names at least?
Yes.
So having a rough idea.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Okay. We were actually over here at the Citadel. Oh, I don't have the DM command, so I cannot.
You do
anywhere.
not, but you were at Volshinik.
Indeed. We were at Volshinik getting our next task, or mostly information where the next person could be. And I know where we're supposed to be at the Eel's End. But we talked to, I think it was a soldier, I would just say a soldier.
So let me actually, Red, I am gonna give you the hero point, but if you're okay with it, let me do a very thorough recap for Francisco and Summer, because this is an important plot point, yeah?
Thank you, because I can't remember 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You started at Citadel Volchinek. And that was the session before was the cannibal stuff, right? And then we did some shopping, yes? And we went obviously to Trini's apartment. Regardless, a very interesting thing that happened in the morning. It was only 4 players, and everybody had a nice little lie-in. Most people, I specifically, I'll go in order. Prez, you did. I don't think you did. You rested finally after a while of not sleeping. Durgan, you went to your watering hole and had a quick beer for breakfast and ended up out. Detective Lang was a little bit late. He was a bit delayed because he had stopped by the castle in the morning, puffed on his pipe, and said something like, "Something smells rotten here." Yes? But the main...
I think it was like...
Yeah.
I think there was I think it was like something stinks in this city.
Something stinks in this city, indeed. But the main surprise of the morning was Elijah Bousset. Is it Bousset or Bousset?
Bousset.
Elijah Bousset, who decided to, after getting a little drunk in the night, maybe around the middle of the night, before you went to sleep, he decided to stumble towards Castle Corvosa, use disguise self, and a little drunkenly approach guards and attempt a breakout of Trinia. Thankfully,
Damn.
yeah. Thankfully, Elijah rolled a pretty low diplomacy roll when he was attempting to convince the guards that he absolutely belonged in Castle Corvosa. So, the guard, and then he rolled a good deception roll, which means that the guard was like, "You're drunk, go home. We'll talk about this in the morning." And Elijah sadly slept in a ditch, but effectively slept in a ditch. And,
More or less, yeah.
in an alley.
Mashed off his face on
No,
Shiver.
no.
Yeah.
And then he did some drugs to go to sleep.
Wow. It's full on tailspin.
What is tailspin? Oh, we'll talk. Well, that's fine. Regardless, you went to Castle Volshenek in the morning. Elijah's being a little stanky and a little disheveled, and people told him to sober the fuck up and at least put some soap on his face, and he reluctantly agreed. And I cannot believe I'm recalling this vividly. My memory is getting better. Holy fuck. Anyway, you went, thank God. Anyway, you went to Castle Volshenek, where you met Mrs. or Miss Cressida Croft. She's single, guys. She's single. You saw Miss Cressida Croft, and next to Miss Cressida Croft was, who the fuck texted me?
Wait, who's Cressida Croft again? Who's the single lady?
All the single ladies.
Yeah.
She's she's in charge of the guard. and
She's the one that gave us the costumes or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The leader.
Why is she single? What is that detail for?
Because I was thinking of calling her Mrs. or Miss, and then I was like, it's Miss,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there. It genuinely doesn't matter for the lore of this campaign, unless you genuinely wish to pursue it, in which case, what is wrong with you? Can you not save the city instead? Thank you. Anyway,
I can do both. I can do both, Pablo.
Regardless, she had a friend with her. Anyway, she had a friend with her, and the friend was Vencarlo Orsini. One of the player characters here may recall who that is. Waiting. Francisco?
Is that the dueling guy?
Yeah.
The
It is.
duel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Francisco's, for lack of a better word, starting NPC, but also old friend. It was a bit unfortunate that you weren't there, because I wanted to have one-on-one chats with you, Francisco, but it is okay. You obviously had real life, but instead I had one-on-one, flashing forward, one-on-one chats with Priz, which I think was cool anyway, so that worked out. But regardless, Mr. Orsini was a charming gentleman that accompanied you later, and I'm trying to figure out what his purpose. Yeah, he was the link, actually. Yes, that is correct. He was the link between Cressida Croft and the next mission. What is the next mission, you may ask? And if you're wondering why I'm doing such a thorough recap, is because I need you guys to be in the moment when we start. But it's also important to remember that at Eel's End, you need to be there to interrogate a gentleman, the leader of Eel's End, the owner of a Mr. Dervago. Why do you need to interrogate Dervago? There's skimming through a little bit. There's a political kind of thing going on. Somebody's trying to steal property and impose sanctions on Corvosa. And this guy may have some dirt on this political guy, whose name I do not recall, but it's not that important at the moment.
Garvangios Empre.
There we go. Thank you very much. You need to find some dirt on this guy, Mr. Lamprey. Ampray. Same difference. You need to find some dirt on Mr. Ampray. Why? Because it's a matter of national security. Yes. More or less. And it's a bit of a dirty job. Yes, it is a bit of a dirty job because, she can't send official guards to do this. She's got to send you guys. not dressed as guards, not flashing the guard badge. Why, you may ask? Eel's End is not the nicest of places. Why would somebody have dirt on someone? Well, if you frequent a place that has a brothel, a gambling hall, and a drug den, just it's a very seedy-ish place, and you all moving forward through the recap, I think it was a walk from Citadel. There were some random encounters. I don't know if they're worth mentioning. I think there was a gnome trying to sell a bag of holding for 50 gold. She probably stole it. Nobody had 50 gold. And it was a nice little discount from a normal bag of holding cost for 75. Yes. So,
Yeah.
but nobody, they just shoo, go away, gnome, go away, don't bother me. Was there another encounter before the
Yeah, and Aiden scared him off.
Yeah, Aiden scared him off. Was there another encounter before the processional of religious people going to the Temple of Abadar? No? Then that was the next encounter. The last encounter was when you guys entered, well, right before you entered Old Corvosa, Mr. Vincarlo, who was actually teaching Priz how to hold her sword hand better, which with a perception roll, Priz, you managed to get rid of that clumsy that you would have had for a week. Okay? And then you went into the streets of Old Corvosa, which I'll shift ping you to where you should be. Yava knows this area relatively well, maybe. Definitely close to the Arcona's palace, but also slums, poor people, and there was nearly a random encounter with some thugs who ambushed you at an alley, except Detective Lang was a boss and scared him away. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So, we're going to wrap up the recap as you guys entered Eel's End. And as you entered Eel's End, and I have removed your tokens, so, while I did the recap, I'm sure you guys were setting up your new character sheets, right?
Yeah, I was going over there.
I am doing it. It's taken a while because Bard changed quite a bit.
That's okay. I'm actually going to stick your old character sheets on the map.
What the hell are tieflings called now?
Tieflings, right?
No,
they are
Nephilim.
Nephilim.
No, the Nephilim, under the Nephilim, thank you.
All right, guys, you're welcome to fix your character sheet either on the break, even while we're playing. I think you're welcome to do that. But if that's fine. But regardless, I'll put your old character sheets here. Actually, has anybody else already finished the new character sheet other than Priz?
Like finished it on Path Builder or
in Foundry, but that's
in Foundry.
Again, I didn't expect you to do this, so that's okay. But I know Aaron took initiative. Anybody else? I think Caden's working on it right now, right?
I'm just done.
I am. I just need widowed for my background.
You need widowed for your background. Basically, got you covered, buddy. There we go. Don't forget to change your attribute modifiers, your skills, Caden. And are we using we are using Ancestry Paragon, but it
needs to be turned on.
Okay, I need to turn Ancestry Paragon on. But again, let me do that later. Don't we'll just add it to bonus feat, Caden, for now. And then your inventory, Caden, drag and drop it if you don't mind from your old character sheet to the new one. Regardless, okay, here's the deal. And I even posted in chat about what we were going to do today. What did I post? I posted, let me see. Rules. You walk into Eel's End and see 5 ships stuck together. I'm assuming you all see this, yes, on the map. Yeah. And I'm going to turn Sirenscape on now so I can get a little bit of a... What is it? Citygon map? No. Eel's End. Let me know if you all hear Sirenscape doing its Sirenscapey things, and if you don't, do you guys hear a little boat Little water rushing. So
I gotta go pee.
Yep.
good. Welcome to Eel's End. We stopped the session after you guys entered and got past the guards at the initial area. But here's kind of the rough rules of this. You need to go into the main ship to talk to Dervago. Dervago or Dervaso? Dervago, I think, is his name. I need to remember my names. You need to talk to Dervago. To do that, you've been told that you can either make your way there and brute force through these guards via coercion, via flattery, or via but it would be difficult to do so. The easiest way to go meet Dervago, and possibly a fun way to meet Dervago, would be to go to each one of these smaller ships and get a little bit of reputation, get a little bit noticed, so that Dervago may hear of you and maybe even summon you himself. Yes. Just reiterating what I ended at last week, the Twin Tigers is a gambling hall. Yes. A lot of fun things to do, I'm sure, if you're into gambling. The Dragon's Breath is a drug den. A lot of fun things to do if you're into drugs. And the House of the Clouds is a... Don't say whorehouse. A brothel. It is a brothel. And again, a lot of fun stuff to do if you're into that. So, what we ended up doing is we split our party at this point in time. Elijah, you were going to the House of the Clouds, correct?
Yes, with Priz, I believe.
With Priz, and the way I think it would be ideal to do this is to have 2 people each going into one of these areas. So, where's Priz's token? Where you go, Priz? Priz?
It's under Mayday. Hit
It's
Z.
under Mayday. Gotcha. So I'm going to start moving you. I'm just going to put you guys... We're going to do a lot of Theater of the Mind today, but I'm going to move you guys here. Durgan, you were here last week, correct? Yes.
Yeah, gambling.
You were going gambling, and Detective Lang, you were going to the drug house, correct?
Yep.
All right. Which means that just to make this a little bit more even and also a little bit more interactive, I would request that Caden and Yava decide who would like to go to the drug den and who would like to go to the gambling hall, depending on, and support either Durgan or Detective Lang, or help each other out if the case may be. Again, yeah.
I can go with Lang.
Excellent, Yava. We'll move you with Lang. And Caden, you okay with Durgan? And also the gambling hall?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Very well. At this point in time, let me actually... so give me 2 seconds to get to the relevant PDF page. All right, let me restart with a description. The sound of carousing booms from the elegantly painted barges moored to this long pier. Large signs in several languages are nailed to pilings and hang from ropes slung between barges. The closest barge to the east bears a sign that says, "The Twin Tigers, take the tiger by the tail and try your luck." I will show you the picture of what it would look like on the inside. Opposite that, to the west, a boat sign says, "Welcome to the Golden Hawk," which is actually this boat. I neglected to mention this boat, but it says, "No safer stay in Old Corvosa." And it's just a little bit of an area to sleep in.
Flop house.
Gross.
Further to the southeast is Dragon's Breath Corridor. The dragon's dreams at affordable prices. And opposite of that is the House of Clouds. The caress of our lovelies will take you straight to heaven. Only the largest vessel, an old warship to the south, bears no signage at all, and looks more defended than the rest. At this point in time, as you all have gone past the initial guards and are making your way to each individual place to maybe get a little bit of reputation up, I would ask that somebody pipe
Oh, I'm
in.
going to be getting something up. Hi, yo.
Wow.
Hold on.
This is why you
You're
need
welcome. See, you're happy to be back, aren't you, Babs?
Well, Elijah and Pris,
Oh, I've just volunteered, haven't I?
as you have volunteered, I would like for you to tell me what you are doing as you approach the House of the Clouds. And again, these will be 3 individual kind of scenes, so I would urge everybody to pay attention. What would you like to do?
I mean, Elijah, I figure you probably used to paying for this, right? So you know what to do.
Priz, my dear, no, never had to pay for it. So, no experience for all of us, really.
So you're a virgin.
No, not in the slightest. Just when you have legions of fans, some like to just throw themselves at you, and, well, occasionally one thing leads to another, my dear.
You can see her, she's starting to smile. She's like, so you take advantage of your fans, then, is what you're saying.
No, it's a mutual agreement. There's no advantage taken at all.
You'll do great. Go
Well,
ahead,
actually,
take the lead.
one of us
I'm
know
here.
who I am, you know?
Yeah.
Reputation precedes oneself.
I'm sure it does. Let's hope that works to your advantage. Sometimes it does.
It has.
Give you a little pat.
Well, does every now and then, I guess. Anyway, who's gonna start strolling up?
You guys approach a single long structure where there are a few double doors in the back that reveal a large room decorated with throw rugs, large pillows, and a lot of smoke and incense. You see several scantily clad men and women loiter around inside these kind of couches, and as you approach, one of them, who seems to be the madame of the region, approaches you all and will say, yes, dearies. How can I help you today? How can we help you? She says with a smile.
Can I jump in just to frame something real quick?
Absolutely.
So mechanically, my plan with Priz, because she's very good at aiding, is to aid. So the way I want to do this is how I'm going to follow Elijah's lead. Before you make Elijah roll, I want to be able to jump in and try to role play out Priz's aid. Does that make sense?
No, hold on. When I ask for Elijah to roll, you want to jump in? Is that what you're saying?
I'm basically saying because Priz is trying to aid, I want there to be an opportunity for me to do a thing before Elijah has to roll.
Absolutely, jump in.
Whenever.
Jump in whenever. Yeah, no worries. Just feel free to
So-
interrupt. I'm not gonna, it's kind of like whatever. It's it's aid. I know. Regardless, Elijah, you stroll up confidently.
So, my friend here, I think, don't mind if she watches. I get the impression she doesn't want to partake, but doesn't mind viewing.
We accommodate all sorts of desires. If that is your thing, then of course. But well, she looks behind at Priz.
Oh, just conversation for me is fine. I'm not, if you have anyone who has any cuts or bruises, any patrons who are less than gentlemanly, you can send them my way, and I can patch those up real quick.
Regardless, it would be 5 gold to have a conversation. And if both of you want to partake, be 5 gold each.
Well, I'm mostly just here to make sure the ladies don't fall in love with blue skin here.
Elijah, that is. I don't know if you've ever heard of me at all.
Elijah, it is a pleasure to meet you. And she will effectively kind of swoop her hand, and you see around 4 to 5. You know what? Here. 3
50
scantily.
to 60.
Three,
Oh.
three relatively how do I put this? Pretty scantily clad woman. Just peeking through the doorway, smiling and giggling.
I don't know what you mean. Where's my mid-journey art?
You know what's funny? I tried, and it
I
said,
bet you did.
it said, "Fuck
No.
you." So, unfortunately, you're gonna have to use theater of the mind, and I would prefer you to keep it that way as well. To be perfectly honest with you. So,
So you don't need us to find any. You don't need us to
Any
find any
images
visuals for
anything?
you.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a child safe server. It's a child safe
do you
server.
remember, Elijah, when I searched for naked male elves on Google?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a whole thing. So
Your algorithm got real messed up after that.
Or maybe it found where it needed to be all along.
I shouldn't have done that without incognito, but moving on. She swoops anyway. You see 3, one of them, sure, I'll try to give you some good descriptions here. A bit of more of a plain Jane, but a smile on her face and a bit of a distant look in her eyes, like, yeah, she's smiling, but does she really want to be there? Probably not. Another one who has a bit of a more rougher look, but also pretty in her own right. Wearing more revealing clothing, but also, I wouldn't say scowling, but not exactly staring at you, Elijah. Is just staring to her front and smoking what seems to be a cigarette. And the last lady is a bit more. She's got the curves in all the right places. She looks happily at you, and she seems to be very into her job.
A very fine selection, as I would presume, looking at the establishment and the reputation it holds.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
So, ladies, which one of you is the best talker? I'd like some nice little chat with my friend over here.
You walk up and address the 3 ladies. The plain Jane one will smile and nod. I can hold a very good conversation, Dewey. The lady in the back, the one that is very happy to be here as well, will say, "Oh, dearie, I can talk all night long." The sullen-looking, kind of rougher one will just grunt and look your way, but won't say anything. The lady up front, Halvara, who would you like to pick? I'm so sorry, I forgot to give you her names. Melissa, that's the plain Jane one. Ampara, that's the rough and tumble one. And Nancy.
I just want to pause here. Can we all congratulate Pablo for not turning this into a Mambo number 5 joke?
Fantastic.
Sorry, I got a little bit of that one. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
He got there.
Okay. Why are my headphones upset? Oh God, sorry, my headphones were. My stereo audio. Hey, what's her name? The lady Halvara. Who would you like to pick, dearie?
Well, not for me to say. Priz?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just here for a quiet conversation. I know somebody
Exactly.
who's
Which one do you wish to pick for that, my dear? That's where the question was leading.
Yeah. I know someone who smokes. To the rough-looking woman who hasn't said anything and does not look like she wants to be here.
The This lady seems like she was raised in the streets, and of course, just turns towards you and will just say, "You want to pick me then?"
If nothing else, easy 5 gold for you.
That's why I'm here. Oh, and to have some lovely conversation. She rolls her eyes. Well, Empara and Halvara will pull out her hand. And do you subtract 5 gold, Elijah? Do you have 5 gold? Is the question.
No, I do not. I have 2
Good.
silver and 8 copper.
Good. Well, Priz has 6 gold, so I'm glad I let you take the lead on this one.
I would like you to attempt a diplomacy check with Halvara if you would like to get a 2 for 1 deal, and let me know what you say if you wanted to do something like that of the sort.
Oh Christ! Okay, this is definitely what I'm known for in real life. So that checks out. Story checks out.
I'm so sorry, dearie. Just one of you. If you wanted to have a 3-person thing, it would cost extra. I can give you a little discount though, says Alvara. 7.5 gold if you have it.
Literally, I have 1. I've already taken 5. I have 1 gold, 2 silver, and 5 copper left.
Perez, you check your purse for a little bit of loose change. Would there anything you would like to? You know what?
Like I said, actually, I should have jumped in here and been like, well, I am a healer. Like I said, I'm more than happy to help.
She's very good with her hands. I can say that for sure.
Alvaro is about to say something when Nancy in the back, the little more plumper lady, will be like, "Oh, honey, my back hurts. You wanna heal that for me?"
Of course.
Halvara rolls her eyes and says, "You know what? Fine. You heal our friends, and I'll let you in for free."
Sure.
Nancy.
How many need healing?
Nancy strolls on up, and as she makes her way forward, looks down at you because you're a little goblin. I'm trying to figure out her voice. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be a goblin voice. I do apologize for that, but I'm trying to make it more. Let me try. Now, honey, right here in the back.
Sure. Just so you know, I can do 3 people right now, and then 1 person every 10 minutes after that, which I bet is a better rate than most of the patrons you get.
It's so fucking horny. It's so bad.
It gets better because we're doing lay on hands.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Priz. Nancy. So there's only 3 ladies here. Effectively, the rest are either sleeping or underneath. Halvara looks at you intently as you pat Nancy's behind, and yo, my God! Thank you so much, Summer. I love you. Yes, get a hero point. Seriously, amazing. Thank you. I do have the Madame on the board, though. It is this lady here.
Oh.
So, yeah. But I
Oh,
genuinely...
look at her.
I mean, McGonagall got a glow up on this one though. It's nice.
Fuck. Anyway,
She's got like madam energy though. This one looks more like.
And I do also have a
Bro,
picture.
that shit is.
I do also have a picture of Empara. It's just a small token here on the board, but that would be. I'll just rename her to Empara here. I like her look in terms of.
Bro, that shit is like a dam that is about to burst. You feel me? Like.
All right. Hey, Prez. You can you roll me medicine check as part of like where to heal exactly and how to do it properly?
Nope. I am not trained in medicine.
Oh.
I am pure magic healing, buddy.
I would ask that you do it anyway, por favor. There is a moment of time. No, a little to the left. Oh. In the meantime, Elijah asks, Elijah, do you make your way forward and at least start having a small conversation with Alvar or Ampara?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if you've never heard of me, perhaps I could,
Who are
maybe
you?
a little rendition for a little bit extra, maybe.
I'm sorry. You are you like some like famous musician? That's like the fifth one.
Am I
we've
like
had
some
today.
famous musician? She says. Yes, I'm Elijah Bose. You know, played at the. Never mind, my dear. Let me show you. Let me show you. Not
Is
the
it-
only one around here with skilled hands and fingers.
Is this in earshot of where Priz is?
Mhm.
Because at that exchange, Priz would shout out, "Hey! Bear in mind, it'll be 10 minutes before I can soothe that burn, so don't hurt him too bad."
Go and roll me that performance, Elijah. I mean, actually, what do? Do you just pull out your lute?
Well, I'm a violin. Just start dancing around,
Okay.
throwing off some tunes.
You attempt to start
Something
throwing out
upbeat
some
and-
tunes as you feel a hand on your shoulder. A Halvara seems to be stopping in Deary. I really do appreciate it, but not here. If you want to impress your escort, you can do it downstairs. Thank you.
Yeah, just impress everyone, my dear. Men, women, they all love my tunes.
As you say that,
My music. Tunes is a bit too kind of like
a couple,
ghetto.
a gringy looking gentleman, no, what's the word? Dirty,
Grungy.
grungy looking gentleman comes out of the back, and makes his way past as a little bit of just like he gives you all both a dirty look, makes his way past as the escort from behind. You hear, "Come again."
Okay. Elijah's going to slap him on the ass.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did I describe the scene properly? Sorry.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Some random patrons walking by.
A random patron walks by a gentleman who looks a little bit grungy, and you slap him on the ass as he immediately.
See, I told you, men and women.
He
Love the
immediately
music.
pulls out a dagger. Says, "What the fuck was that?" I'm gonna add a.
What the fuck was that? Don't be so crass, boy. It's a little bit of harmless fun.
Roll me a diplomacy and please roll well. Piece of shit! You touch me like that again, I will shank you.
Of course you will, dear.
Stab him with something, alright.
Now, be on your way.
I apologize. Are you casting a spell on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I? Actually, have I got that ability to do it without arising suspicion yet? Oh, I don't think I have. No, I've changed my mind. I won't. Sorry. I thought I had that feat already. My bad.
Yeah, no, he looks aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it because that'll be too obvious. I'll escalate it.
That's fine. He looks aggressive, and Halvara will nervously turn and look towards the guards. But we're gonna jump ship, as they say, and go to another group at this point. Yes. Who would like to volunteer? Caden, Durgan, or Yava and Lang?
Well, if no one will volunteer, then I will then.
Excellent. Durgan and Caden, you make your way to the Twin Tigers, a raucous gambling hall full of people either groaning, "Ah," or cheering, "Yes!" You see the hosts, to probably not call that,
Ooh.
for lack of a better word, at the entrance. Angopit and Rajik. Rajik, of course, will say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you ready to win today?
Aye.
That's the spirit. Yes, says Angopit. You're going to make so much money today. You're going to have a blast. A little bit of an entry fee, of course. Just, let me double check. Is this the Twin Tigers? Yes, indeed. No entry fee. Feel free to jump in and roll the luck of the dice.
Is there any rules that we need to know?
You cheat. I cut your finger off.
And if you cheat, I get your finger, right?
Of course, it's only fair.
Durgan begins to smile.
Do you guys enter the Twin Tigers?
Yep.
Yes.
As you guys enter, you see multiple people playing. First and foremost, dice, cards, wheels, all sorts of coins being on display. Also, knivesies, which some people are playing.
I need to restart my browser.
That's okay. A game with a knife that looks interesting, but you can check that later. Regardless, as you guys enter, you also see 4 enforcers. As you can tell, this area is a bit more of a powder keg than the rest. Yes. Do you sit down at a table, and would you like to do some gambling?
Yeah, I would, depending on.
That's fine. Your browser can. You just
Yeah,
leave it alone.
it's on. I don't know why it was just so slow. I don't know why.
It's okay.
But it's back up, and I got new music. There we go. But yeah, Durgan, he will find the tips. Hey, Kaden, over here. Let's pick this one.
Aiden's gonna rub his hands together and like, let's go.
Hey, my Turek Samuel, let's see if fortune favors the stout-hearted as master the stout-spirited.
So, you are welcome to wager whatever you would like, both of you. Anything from a copper to a gold. If you want to wager more, you are welcome to do so as well. The purpose of this is not to obviously gamble, right? The purpose of this is to apart from the following, the master is good to go. Alex, just drag and drop it from your old inventory to the new one. Yeah. Anyway, the purpose of this is to talk, get some information, or display a particularly good set of skills that would allow you to get a little bit of reputation, right? So, would you be gambling at the same time you're doing something else, or no? Both of you.
Durgan will gamble first if Kaden is fine with that. My question is it dices or cards?
Regardless of, I mean, that's up to you, but regardless of what we play, it would be still a D20 roll, if that makes sense, right? But yeah, it's up to you if you want to choose the card game or the dice game.
Hey, Kaden, I will do some gambling. How about you find something, or do you want to join?
I want to take a look first. Let's see how the game goes. I'll let you go first.
Alright, I will do some dice gambling. Perhaps, if I'm lucky, we get something out of this.
Jargon, you sit
Sounds
down
good.
as the dealer starts explaining the rules. You get a snake eyes, you lose. You get 2 6s, you lose. But if you get a 7 or some shit, like genuinely, he started explaining the rules of the current dice game, which I think is it called Bones or something? If I'm not mistaken, the one that you do that. The mechanical implications of this doesn't matter. You'll be rolling a d20, is I guess my point. If you are actually gambling, feel free to. This is going to be a 1d20 when you start rolling, Durgan. You need to get a 13. So anything below 12 or below, you'd lose your bet. 13 to 18, you will double your money. 19, you will triple your money, and 20 is 5 times your money. I think, sorry, that's actually really good odds. So I'm going to say 14, like DC 15 flat check, 15, 16, 17 double, 18, 19 triple, 20 is 5 times. Everything else you lose. How much do you wager?
Durgan looks around. Now, how much should I wage? Let's start with a silver, shall we?
Excellent. Then let me actually change the music. Sorry, where are we? Golden? Is this the Twin Tigers? Yes, there we go. I'll put some gambling music on. Hey, Durgan, as you're going to be playing this game, it's going to take a few minutes, and I'll have you roll in a second. Caden, what would you like to do as kind of the wingman here? Do you want to keep a look around? Do you want to talk to people? What would you like to do?
I want to watch since he's playing with dice. I want to watch the dice because I know that there could be loaded dice. So I want to make sure that keep an eye open, make sure that they use the same dice and that they're not loaded.
Caden, I will allow you to roll a thievery check or a perception.
It's not going through. Let me pop it back in.
That's okay, yeah.
There we go.
Decent. Well done. None of the dealers are using loaded dice, but you do notice a patron after a little bit that has a loaded dice, and he seems to be very good at his job by not winning every match. He seems to be switching it around a bit so that he is on top, but not actually trying not to get caught. Caden, you ascertain that this person here getting called out would give you a bit of a calling him out, sorry, will give you a little bit of a good reputation with the owners here, if that makes sense. Durgan, I'll get to you in a second, Caden. Yeah? Think about what you would like to do. Durgan, roll me 1d20. And thus you lose a silver. That's the bet, says the dealer. Would you like to try again?
Bad luck. Sure, I try again. This time I bet 5 copper.
All yours. As the dice are handed out and a new game starts. Caden, at this point in time, you have an opportunity to do something as the new game is starting. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna talk to the gentleman. Like, do you know that person?
Talk to Rajik or Angupit, the hosts, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
You approach them. Yes. Can I help you? Everything okay tonight?
I'm just wondering, does he work for you?
Oh, that one? No, that's a particularly lucky client today. I've only seen him a couple times before. Why do you ask?
Lucky. Might want to check his dice.
What? No. You can't be serious.
Yes. Dead serious.
He stares at you for a little moment. Do you want to try to convince him with a diplomacy check?
Sure. Let's see.
He looks at you, looks at him. You know what? I appreciate you bringing it to our attention. We're going to keep a little bit more of an eye out on him.
Okay. You lose money, that's on you, not me. I just tried to help.
He looks not annoyed, but he looks concerned. And as you walk back to the table, you notice him keeping a closer look at that patron. Whilst you didn't do good on your diplomacy, you didn't particularly fail, if that makes sense. It would just take a little longer time. So, and Durgan, roll me the next d20 before we continue. That's another 5 copper gone. Feel free to subtract that. And we're going to have round 3 in a moment, but we're going to jump to Yava and Detective Lang, as they've been sitting here for a little bit. So, Yava, Detective Lang, the Dragon's Breath corridor is a gaudy red kind of... There's a little gaudy red sign that says, "Pass into the dreams of the dragon." And as you enter the space, pungent, thick smoke hits your nostrils. And, you know, because it's funny, both of you, just as you inhale this smoke, roll me a will save just to start off with, por favor. Detective Lang and Yava as you move your way forward.
Can I do a recall knowledge to try and figure out what exactly is in the air? Like if I know what type of
Underworld lore, if you have it.
underworld law?
You have that, right?
Yep. Oh,
Yava, your will save
God damn that
button
shit.
is on the left side of your character sheet.
Did it not go?
No, I
Heck.
don't see it. No.
I just hit the dice, correct?
Indeed, and there's a pop-up that comes up. If it's not working, you might have to refresh. Yeah.
It's not working.
Have you
Okay.
popped out your character sheet? Yeah,
Mhm.
that breaks sometimes.
Okay, there it goes.
I need to check a thing. What level are you guys?
3.
3? Yep, that will fail your level-based DC, Yava. As you walk in and immediately get hit with a good feeling, but not a natural good feeling. More of a, like, these chemicals are already making me high kind of thing. And you already start feeling a little bit weak-kneed, I think, or woozy, but you steal your resolve and continue. Feel free, there's no mechanical penalty for this, but feel free to roleplay as, if you so desire, being slightly buzzed, yes? Just from the amount of smoke in the air. Detective Lang, the only thing you will make out from all of this is it's a mixture of multiple drugs in the air. The main one being, well, I think, is Pesh the one that does the... Actually, let me look up my Pathfinder drugs here. Pesh. Fucking hell. It's, yeah. Pesh gives a little bit of hallucinations, sometimes with aggression or exhaustion. And of course, more drugs, Detective Lang, that you can't necessarily pinpoint at this point in time. Yava, as you enter and you feel a bit of a buzz, the host, Yava and Detective Lang, apologies, the host, Bezarati, will say, "This is rules. Don't be a dick. Got it?"
I don't know if I
Sounds
can
easy
follow
enough.
that.
Then you'll be kicked out. And we'll call the guards.
He's fine. He's cool. He's just kidding.
Bezarati gives a closer look at Detective Lang, takes a hit from a little pipe and says, "Stinker. Pig."
Aiden kind of just stares back at him. Like, it's like just a silent match as he brings up his cigarette and he takes a drag from it. Doesn't seem to
Listen.
say anything.
Are we here to judge our clients, or are we here to sell to our clients? Because he's flush with cash. I have some money. So we're just here to enjoy ourselves. I don't understand why, we've got to talk about jobs and stuff.
Just don't want no trouble, that's all. He smirks and stares at Aiden, awaiting a response as well.
Won't get any from me, pal.
Good. You bring your own shit or you want to buy?
Well, that depends on what you're selling. My guess is a little bit of everything. Getting pesh in the air, is that it?
Got some good stuff, that's for sure. Java, can you roll me a secret perception check, please?
Who did you say?
Is my internet cutting out? Yeah, damn. What's going on?
I'm kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit, bro.
Is it just me or is it everybody?
No, I think it's
just
Discord.
you.
Okay, now it's
Is it
back.
Discord?
Yeah, it was in the red. Now it's green.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Apologies. Java, can you roll me a secret perception check, please?
Okay, yes.
While she's rolling that, is there a way I could just take it to do like a subtle medicine check, I guess, on like a on one of the
Sorry.
patrons, if there's one in here?
Just the nearest one, you see what seems to be a halfling just sitting cross-legged in a couch, smoking on a pipe, looking deep into the distance. Java. Through the haze and the smoke, and the small amount of intoxication that is getting even stronger, you start thinking about your past. It's not a conscious thing you're doing. It's just a almost anxiety subconscious. Drugs are weird. You get way too deep into your head sometimes, and for some reason you're feeling this feeling of anger. This feeling of anger, and you reach deep down and try to figure out why this kind of trauma is popping up. And you see the face of a man that has hurt you so much. You could. What do you do with that information?
Wait, like I see him like in my mind's eye, or I see him in front of me,
You blink.
or I'm hallucinating. And there he is.
Is that him?
No. I think this stuff in the air causes hallucinations, correct?
Bezerati is currently talking to Detective Lang. And Detective Lang, you were going to say, if you don't mind me asking.
Wait, what?
You okay, Matt?
Oh, right, because he responded to my thing about Pej.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's actually just gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna ask him exactly what he's got.
Yeah.
Like,
and
just
you are currently
talk through-
having a bit of a drug deal with Bezerati, if you don't mind me saying. So as both Bezerati turns to the left and looks at Yava. Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. She's actually just going to walk by and walk up to her hallucination, and she's going to try to like touch to see if that person's actually there or if it's a hallucination.
Jasper, a middle-aged man sitting on a couch, currently. Let me just see what drug would be the best. Currently, yeah. Fuck it. Currently, sorry, Elijah. Was it injected when you did it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how one goes about having Shiver.
Currently, with a needle in his arm and staring down. As you prod his face. Is that sorry? You touch his face?
I'm gonna touch his shoulder, like almost push his shoulder to see if my hand will go through.
It does not. And as Jasper is currently injecting, so yeah, I'll get to you in a second. God. And he just keeps looking downwards. You hear his voice.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, the minute that I feel that he is solid and not a hallucination, she's going to rear her hand back and slap him across the face as hard as she can.
Roll me an attack roll, please. Go to your second tab with your character sheet. Hit the unarmed attack button. Don't need to target. Just strike +8. Well,
Oof.
you did.
Fuck.
Damn.
That's fine. You slap him across the face. He, the needle kind of, as it was about to be jammed in his arm, kind of just clatters to the floor. What the fuck? What the fuck? As he looks down at the needle, looks up at you, looks down, looks up again. You fucking bit.
You fucking idiot. And she's going to step on the syringe and break it.
Oh, okay. Nice seeing you again. And
Yeah, shut up, you fucking idiot. What are you doing?
what do you think I'm doing?
I know exactly what you're doing. And you look like a fucking idiot.
Do you know what that cost? Do you know how much that cost?
I don't know, but I know that you can't fucking afford it. That's what I do know.
He takes a couple of deep breaths, and you can see him getting extremely mad. Both also with the shock of just suddenly seeing you after a bit of time, and also you can tell that he is currently processing and is about to let loose of what seems to be a diatribe of word vomit. Do you want to do anything to stop him, or do you let him speak his mind?
So she's just going to like put her hands in her skirt pockets and like go ahead and get her dagger in her hand. She's not going to draw it, but it's in her hand in her skirt pockets.
Could I? Would I be noticing any of this, Pablo? Do you want me to roll a perception check?
No,
or
you
anything,
don't
or-
have to roll a perception check because the second Yava slapped Jasper. Both you and Bezarati, and I'm just gonna say you were mid drug deal. If you were gonna buy drugs, you just had the hand kind of in between you guys. You were handing him the money. Were you gonna buy a drug or not? Is my question, Detective Lang.
Yeah, I guess he probably just to fit in,
Yeah.
just to like alleviate any
Peer
suspicion.
pressure is the greatest motivator of all. Go ahead and
He
subtract.
did buy. He,
Go ahead and subtract. Where's your wealth? Oh, you forgot to move your. Wait, is this your old token? Ah, shit.
that's my old token,
yeah,
home dog.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and subtract like a gold and just pretend you have a lot of weed on you. Yeah, congratulations. Mid drug deal, Bezarati and you just, and probably the rest of the drug den, you hear a guy be like, dude, stop ruining my vibe, man. Just the entire kind of area looks at this altercation as Bezarati already starts looking like turning around and calling some of the, and I call them guards, but not guards, they're enforcers. What do you do, Aiden?
As he realizes like what situation has just unfolded, like he's not sure of the context, but all he knows is that Yava is now standing over a man, and it looks like she's caused a bit of a disturbance. His hand's going to go up to the Bezarati's shoulder, and he's going to be like, "I got this, pal. Don't get the guards involved, otherwise you're going to harsh the buzz of everyone in here a lot worse than it already is."
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a diplomacy. I will give you +2 circumstance bonus for a good thematic thing. Yep, that's a 27. Then go fucking handle your friend. Don't cause a scene.
Oh, I think it would have been a 24 because I'm doing pursue a lead, but it's on the ambassador.
Yeah,
but the thing was ticked.
that's fine. This would be a 26 then because of the +2 circumstance bonus.
Yeah, easy.
Regardless,
I'll just remember to turn that off
yeah,
unless things pertain.
that's fine. You go while you're heading there, Yava. Jasper will just stare at you, stare at the dagger in your cloak, and just simply say, "Where's my son?"
Your son is rotting in a box in the Olnessa graveyard.
You bitch. You know
You
exactly
fucking
what you
idiot.
did.
Shut up, you drunken high moron.
You know, if this wasn't a place that
You think you could have done
did
any
this
better?
to
You think
me.
you could have done any better?
You did this to me. You understand
Look
that
where
this
you are.
current situation, Yava, is your fault.
Oh, please. Yeah, of course it's my fault. To take zero responsibility for your own actions.
Maybe if you had been a better person in life. At this point, Aiden walks up. What do?
What are you doing?
Yeah, okay. You're right. No, this person is not worth any of our time. We can just move on.
I'm not worth any of your time.
No,
You
you're not
little-
worth any of my
Little
time.
Weaver of lies, yeah?
You
Yeah?
fucking idiot. Listen, Lang, let's just get out of here. This isn't gonna end well.
Jasper looks a mixture of high anger and just still a bit of shock from seeing you, as he currently, mechanically he's stunned, if you want to put it that way. What would you like to do, Jasper and Yava? Or not, sorry, Aiden and Yava. Jasper is the guy I just talked about, yes.
Gonna take the note that how do I describe it? Okay, Yava's gonna take the note that she found before she got the tarot or the harrow card that discusses a secret, and she's going to toss it in Jasper's face. And she's going to say, have you been talking to people? Have you been telling people? Have you been talking to Lamb?
I've been talking to fucking Lamb. He doesn't even look at the note, just swipes it aside as he looks at you. I tell fucking everybody, you traitorous
Idiot.
as he effectively starts telling you that he's told everybody about everybody he can think of, and he says it in a way that implies he did it to hurt you multiple times, if that makes sense. Yes?
You're saying that you sought out Lamb and then you told him?
No, I didn't.
That's what you're telling me.
Fucking Lamb. I talked to anybody I could, telling them about your fucking... Sorry.
Well, hey, listen, you've got a needle in your arm, so I'm sure lots of people are going to take you seriously. So I'm not actually worried. I hope you do know that you might have ruined something really perfect, and all because you're selfish and can only think of yourself.
Yeah, and it was your fault that, and he starts rambling on about the multiple little mistakes that he thinks you did that made him that ruined his career, quote unquote. But I'm assuming Aiden will kind of step in at this point. Yes.
Yes. Actually, I was about to raise my hand.
Yeah.
I was about to raise my hand.
Try to attack him.
Can I? Okay, fuck. She's gonna try and attack him.
No.
Like she's gonna launch herself at him.
Go ahead,
If you
restrain
want
her,
to stop him.
Aiden, please restrain her, please. I roll a successful grapple check on Yava. Thank you.
It's a grapple check, bro. I'm just. He's not gonna grapple her. He's gonna
It's the same. It's grab. It's just a grab. Just try to grab her from just lunging at him.
I'm actually not. So. Why the fuck is there no? Oh, I must have to use my macros for it now. Okay, that's weird. Usually there's like a flood of options I can do.
Yeah, is the basic action macros acting weird? Oh, it's different. Okay, interesting.
In the character thing, the actions one, yeah, it's been like really reduced because there used to be like a shitload of stuff that I
No,
could see.
use basic action macros for me, please. Click on grapple and target Yava, if you'd be so kind.
Holy fuck.
Oh. Can I?
Do you want to hear a point? I'll donate one.
I can
I'll
share
fucking
one.
reroll it.
Yeah, Aiden can reroll. Okay,
Oh,
close, but no cigar as Yava manages to lunge at Jasper. As the last thing he says before, I'm assuming you grip his throat or something. What do you do?
So is he sitting? Is he like lounging in a sofa or like
He's
a chair?
lounging in a little sofa, yeah. By himself.
Okay, so she's gonna launch herself at him, and I think probably the force is gonna tip them both back, and then she's just gonna start.
Wait, did you
wailing
say
on him.
stabbing? Okay, no, okay.
No, not stabbing, like
no.
beating him.
It's
Some
funny. As,
domestic abuse.
As you are lunging at him, the last thing he says before we jump scene is, "At least my parents loved me," expletive.
Then she jumps on him.
Anyway, let's jump. Oh, God, I need a break.
can I do one more thing real quick?
Yeah.
I failed the grapple check, but Yava, as you're beating on this, as you're beating down on Jasper, you feel something press against the side of your skull, cold metal, and then
Oh,
click.
dear.
Shit.
You're gonna pull a gun on Yava, Aiden?
He has drawn his pistol and he's just pressed it against your skull.
All right, she'll freeze.
As we will end at that. This is going great, guys. We'll end at that scene, and we're gonna go ahead and take a 15-minute break. At this point in time, I'm going to get, when we come back here, I will go with Elijah and the effective thug who you slapped, if I recall correctly, slapped this guy's ass. He pulled the dagger and are currently attempting to de-escalate the situation. Praise, you are basically right there if you wanted to kind of help with that that aspect, and we'll get to that here in 15 minutes. See you guys in 15.
All right.
Saturday recording, and it does remind me Francisco and Durgan are doing great. I know if you have to interact with an NPC, it would be difficult, but you are always allowed to text chat when you're not on scene if you feel like interacting. Although I won't be able to do NPCs because that's too much multitasking here. So, House of Clouds. I'm going to put the ambient music on that I didn't put on early. It has a lot of giggles. Feel free to giggle along. Elijah, this thug has his dagger pulled out. And did you roll? I don't remember. Did you roll a diplomacy check to diffuse the situation?
It was
You
like a 26. Was his
He
result.
starts lowering his dagger and says, "Don't you fucking touch me like that again. That was not funny."
Oh, no. I'm sure it's all fine. He's not worth your trouble. It's just, exit's right over here. Go ahead.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood. As he pops out of the area, and now we have Halvara and Ampara. Ampara, again, kind of like a moody girl. So you're gonna do this or what? And I think the issue was money, right? As you pat Nancy's rump, for lack of better words, there, Priz, she will that feels a lot better. Oh my. Hey, this girl's legit, she says to Halvara. Oh really? I suppose we need a few. Yeah, we could use a little bit of healing. All right. Well, my question is your intentions. Are you wanting to heal while I guess you both want to go into the room and have the conversation, right? So that's kind of the plan. So what yeah, go ahead.
His overall intentions here, Priz believes that the mission is to be friendly with these people so they like us and send a good report to the big ship. So Priz is trying to be friendly and also is genuinely not uncomfortable. Like Priz isn't really prudish and doesn't like it. This is illegal, but they're not really the criminals in the situation, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So for Priz, this is just like, hey, I want. Priz's approach to this is it's all about just being kind,
I-
healing, listening.
That's absolutely fine. I just wondering if mechanically you would both like to go into the room, or would Pris stick around outside and do her thing, and Elijah can go inside and do his thing, and that way you can get more ground covered in the same amount of time.
Sure. I mean, Priz will basically kind of hold court with the ladies outside or wherever, and just if anyone needs healing, they can send them in.
Absolutely.
Priz will do a heal. Be totally comfortable.
I'll jump
tell
to
him,
you.
like, body
I'll
and
jump to you
stuff.
in 1 second, Aaron, because I want to play this out. But Elijah, would you pay Halvara then or who has the 5 gold? I guess you've subtracted already.
I already
And it
paid
was
the
just
5
5. As Ampara just crosses her arms. All right, well, I guess we'll have to talk. Come on, follow me. And she
Wait, I
will.
thought it was Prizzy was doing the talking. What?
Oh
I'm confused.
no, Pris just
Pri-
mentioned what she wanted to do, which is
Yeah, Priz said. I said I was just I just wanted to talk. Yeah, it was your plan, Elijah, was to have Priz pay. So Priz
Yeah,
paid
pay
for
to talk to
Ampara.
someone? I thought that's what it was, unless I'm misunderstanding.
Yes. So you've got your date now with Ampara.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was for you to talk to her, not for me to talk to her. Right, got you. Sorry. My bad. Cool.
you coming or not?
Yes.
Thought we were okay. Not innuendo.
Come on, Papa.
You know, I genuinely did not innuendo that until you guys made it dirty. Hey, Ampara leads you downstairs, Elijah. It's a nice it's a small room, obviously. It's not a big boat, but it's got all the decorations to make it as pleasing as possible without being, too much. Although it is a little too much. As she sits down on the bed, the purplish, what's that color between purple and red? It's one of those, right? Is that a like a reddish purple? I don't know. Reddish purple sheets as she sits down, crosses her legs, and looks at you with a bit of a sullen look, and she's like, "All right, let's talk," she says. Little finger quotation marks in the air.
You know, could do with a good talk. Past few days have been a little bit rough, A little bit harsh.
Oh shit, you're actually serious. You do want to talk.
Well, I mean, if you want to get down to business, then I'm sure we can,
We have 15 minutes. I'm sure you can do
well, if
both
it's
in
only
that
50
time.
minutes, we can just talk.
Yeah, she will cross her arms and just look at you. Well, what did you want to talk about?
A little bit about you. Unless that's a little too personal. Is that a bit extra? How does he treat you, the big man? The Spider King?
The big man takes his cut and lets us live our business. He hired me once, actually, and kind of a rough around the edges guy, but I can tell that somewhere deep, 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 deep down. Well, I'm just being nice. He does have a heart, but he's covered it up with a lot of veils and barriers. And you need to run a business like this in this big city.
So you need to, just to survive in this city in general, my dear. An increasingly harsh place. Well, at least he treats you well. He doesn't beat you or anything. I sure hope not. I've heard such awful tales.
No. But you look like you have something behind those pretty eyes of yours.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm a little flabbergasted you've not heard of me before, but yes. Past couple of days I've had my house burnt down.
Gary, it's a
It's
big
also my place
city.
of business. I've seen my friends die. Have a friend locked up in prison. It's been a time.
Hmm. Hmm.
And yes, I'm sure, just some posh boy. Wow! It's finally your turn to suffer. But I don't know. Seems like I'm getting fucked over repeatedly with. I've done nothing but entertain people. I bring
Hmm.
joy to their lives, and it's
Sounds like
just.
my life. She has a little smile. She says that.
Yes, I suppose in some ways it is, my dear. You just try to bring pleasure to people in a different line of work, granted, but it's still valid, I suppose.
Hmm.
Look, what does the big man like, eh? Just between me and you.
I would like
Is there
you
any
to
sort
roll
of
me a diplomacy check.
liquor or
Empara
anything else he enjoys?
will give you
Maybe a song. I'm good at those, you know.
The big man is a tall, muscular man, she says, with shaggy black hair and a fierce glare. He 24. Let me just double check here. How much information to give you? Okay. Well, I think he's got the blood of fiends in him. Definitely always has spiders around him and on his skin. He well, he uses secrets to run this business. He uses alliances to control people, and I think he lives a really good life. I will consider this as a recall knowledge for Dervargo Barbasi as well in terms of gaining influence with him whenever you get him. Dervago will require pulling PDF. Come on. Nope. Dervago will require diplomacy checks to make impressions. You can also attempt to use play. She lets you know that playing a game of knivesies with him will impress him. There is a thievery check. And bribes will just work, but she can't specifically tell you the amount of money to get an influence up, if that makes sense. Yes? Just, yeah, Aaron, you look like you want to say something.
I was going to say, given our state of finances, is it any amount of money? If so, it's too much.
Aiden has a bribe bag. Just keep that in mind in terms of that. But also, and then there are more skill checks, but that will come as they will. Those are the main three official ones, and of course, I can allow you to do thievery to play knivesies, a diplomacy, and or bribes are the three main ones you can start off with here. Dervago will require, influence points to get him to just mechanically. I'm not sure how to fully explain this in game, but mechanically Dervago has, and I'll just tell you this, he's got stages of anywhere from anger to impatience to boredom to amusement to delight. You're trying to get him to delight for the most information. And anything else you want to figure out with that, Elijah, please ask and let me know.
Do you enjoy any particular beverage we could help win his affections over? And as I say, I'm quite nifty with this thing, and he'll kind of like hold up his violin. Many have paid a fair price to see me perform. I'm sure I could win him over. Give him the right tune.
I'm sure he'd like the darker sort of music. Yes.
So brooding Underworld boss. I see. Could perhaps maybe put a good word in for myself and my compatriot for how he's treated you today, or is that going too far?
She shrugs. I'm working all day, honey. If you're gonna see him soon, I can't do that. But I'm sure as we skip to Priz at this point, I'm sure Priz is doing something to get some reputation up. So
Well, so yeah, I think we cut to Priz midway through something like, so he replies aghast, "What do I look like, one of your streetwalkers?" The madam looks at him and says, "Lord Mayor, we've already established that. All we're working on now is negotiating your price." And so she's telling jokes and, working through.
yeah. I wish I got the reference, but I'm dumb.
I mean, the joke is that she's offering to. It's the second half of a joke about bribing a politician,
Oh, okay.
and that politicians are basically also
Prostitutes.
prostitutes.
Thank you for
And it's a
explaining. I
George
appreciate
Bernard
it.
Shaw reference.
Yeah.
It's a multi-layered literary.
I do
thing 'cause
appreciate you explaining the joke. I know it ruins it, but thank you. Thank you. Regardless, Priz, excuse me. Priz will. Oh, not Priz. Let's start this off, if you'd be so kind, Priz, with rolling a diplomacy check to make an impression on the group. Considering you probably don't have group impression, but you've had enough time to make individual impressions at this point in time. So
Priz is doing a good job.
Priz is doing amazing. And honestly, I was gonna make you roll a few more checks, but yeah, don't worry about this for now. You've ruined, or not ruined, fuck. What's the other word? The opposite of ruined the show. Run the show. It's an I in there, yeah. You're running the show, and you're being charismatic, you're being helpful, you're being funny, you're being kind, and feel free to
Crucially non-judgmental the entire time, and just like heal wounds, relate. It's I grew up on the streets. I know what it's like, and kind of relating and telling tales, and not doing really proselytizing, but does let them all know, if you do need a place, the hand me down, the Church of the Inheritor's Grace, it's across town. If you do ever need a place, no questions asked, it's there. And that's as far as she goes in terms of proselytizing, but just trying to be friendly. And
sorry. Yes, proselytizing. No.
it's a different word.
At the end of, so I'm just gonna skip to the end because I have a really funny scene in mind, unless you wanted to flavor a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, so basically what I have envisioned at this point is a lot of working women gathered around with Priz and Mayday, and like they're giving the dog scritches, and just kind of joking, kind of making fun of their patrons. And
I
things.
was gonna say, when like Elijah's done with his 50 minutes and comes on up with Empara, you have at least two girls like sitting on either side, and they're like doing your makeup, but if you're letting them, they are, and I'm assuming you would, in terms of like trying to.
No, actually, okay. I think what's happening, because remember Priz's boon for always looking super put together. I think Priz is giving makeup tips.
Fair enough. And
I love it.
Yeah. It is a very cute and wholesome scene, and the girls that aren't working at the moment are effectively enthralled by Priz's charismatic and affable sense, and they will you have left a very good impression. So as Elijah walks out with more information than he had before, and Priz manages to win the show, or the crowd over, to be more precise, is there anything you would like to request of Halvara?
Oh, I mean, we are trying to get an audience with DeVargo at some point.
Oh,
If you have cause to talk to him, just
oh,
let him know we're
honey,
cool.
honey, I'm gonna go up to him right now and whisper in his ear. If you're gonna try to talk to him, that is, yeah, don't you worry. Want to talk to him? I'll let you talk to him. And but this is at the end of a simultaneous kind of group effort. So you have, I'm not saying you're not a shoo-in because I want to make sure that nobody fucks something up. Or at least if somebody does fuck something up, there is a third group to kind of make it a positive integer instead of a negative, if you know what I'm trying to say here. So let's go to Durgan and Caden.
Now the deal is sealed. I hope you don't regret it if I win this.
This is a great wager. I look forward to it.
Now, shall I test my luck before we do the other thing?
Yes, we should test your luck, so you're not wasting your luck on this wager.
Well, sure. Let's see how lucky I am. Durgan will wait 3 silver.
Ooh.
Roll me.
And then
Mhm.
Caden's gonna throw in 3 silver with his bet as well.
So that's 6 silver.
Yep. Both of you subtract 3 silver and then go ahead and roll the d20, my dude.
Oh, to Oregon's annual, please let me win this
luck.
one.
You can use hero points to re-roll. I don't know if it's a good use of a hero point, but you are welcome to.
I got you. You know what? I will use 1 hero point.
Right click and re-roll using a hero point.
I can't because it's a d20.
You can. I think it should let you just scroll down a little bit because sometimes the UI bugs. I'm going to stop these
No.
giggling girls from giggling.
I can't because it's a d20.
Okay, then just roll another
Yeah, it doesn't-
d20 and manually subtract your hero point. All good. All good. Ah, lost by 1. As he grabs the silver. As you might start learning a valuable lesson about gambling, but maybe not. Sorry, not to proselytize here. Anyway,
It's a fickle mistress, but tonight she's chosen there.
Caden, you find that the gentleman that has been using loaded dice has, during this time, you see. Actually, quickly, what are you doing before that? Let me jump to you real quick. Just
Jumping to who?
sorry, are you just keeping an eye out on the cheater guy, or are you doing something else?
After this bet, actually, me and Durgan are trying to be we made a wager. So we're actually gonna look and see who could actually find it first, so we could point it out to the people. Hey, this is
Point
where-
out the dice. I see. Sorry, I did not read text chat, so I'm a little
Oh,
lost.
it's okay.
That's okay. So, well, then what would you guys like to do in terms of finding out the thing?
Try to find the cheater, like when exactly he cheats, so we can tell the people
Perfect. Both of you roll me a
who catches it first.
public perception check, por favor.
Ooh, a public. Shall I, or do you want to go first, Caden? You go first.
I'll go
then.
first.
All right, public. Let's go.
I think I'm gonna be singing.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna be singing.
He should have been with a dwarf.
Now, here's the deal. Caden, you don't spot it, but obviously Durgan spots the moment he slips the dice from his sleeve and rolls it to win yet another big moment. I'm actually going to roll a 1d20, and you notice that the host, while still keeping a relatively close eye, is also busy with keeping eyes on other people. And he's actually keeping an eye on you, you notice, Caden, as he feels you're a bit suspicious for calling. It's like no good deed goes unrewarded, right? So he is also keeping an eye on you. But Durgan spots the exact moment where the cheater, and I can put a normal common token here just so we can have something to look at, does his thing. Oh, he's a dwarf.
Oh no, Durgan will be angry then. Oh god.
But yeah, Durgan, that's perfect because beards are a great place to hide dice. So,
Durgan, can I repeat this?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, bloody hell, Caden, you didn't tell me he was a bloody dwarf. I need my ancestors people need to stop this whole ordeal before he sullies his honor.
I think he did that on his own.
But I win this bet, Caden. I saw how he did it. So you better sing a pretty tune for me with Elijah today or tomorrow.
I'll be ready whenever you want it.
Durgan will stand up and walk over to the dwarf.
I won again. Whoa. Oh, hey, fellow.
Now that I see you won again, laddie. You got a great good luck there.
Seems Torag wasn't blessing you.
Nah. Well, it seems like your luck's fickle mistress is with you. She's chosen to dance with you, but perhaps she will go with me the next time.
Oh? Why do you say that?
Oh, I just think that perhaps you're a bit too lucky, if you know what I mean.
Hey. Meta question. I'm going to interrupt this for a second. Who had the loaded dice? Do you still have it?
I do still have them.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. Good on you for not using. Regardless, the commoner or this guy. Hey. Shut the fuck up here. Do not ruin a good thing.
A good thing you're sullying your honor. You should have cut your beard if you keep doing this. Or do you want me to do it for you?
He will stand up abruptly at this point, scattering coins. Well, no, the chair just kind of going backwards as he just starts I would say begins to start causing a little kind of scene in terms of he is a decent liar, but let's roll a 1d20 for him. Maybe not a decent liar at this very point in time, as he's like, do you know when somebody makes a little bit of a drama and he's like, oh, this guy's kind of doing something right now. Like, can somebody help me kind of thing? If that makes sense, right? Like, he's trying to cause a little scene, trying to get the attention of the guards. What do you do?
I will do a counter. And he will yell up if you allow me. You keep yapping like a little boy, laddie. Look here, I've been playing for a while, and every time I lost. But you keep winning and winning. I never seen you lose once. Now tell me, are you not cheating? I saw you loading the dice behind that beard of yours. Or do you want the guards over here? He points to Pukit.
What's going on? Yes, so what is the issue at this very point in time?
Oh, nothing. This a bad excuse of a dwarf is cheating. Check under his beard.
Wait, what? The other guy warned me of him. I will make sure. No, you do not touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm calling the police. They will kind of grab him and attempt to not restrain, but like more guards will come. Hey, your beard, mister. As they will. This guy puts up a small token fight, but eventually relents as they pull out a couple of loaded dice from inside his beard. Excellent. Thank you for that. He turns to Durgan. We'll take care of him. You know what we do to cheaters, right? No, not my finger. No, that was just joke. We're gonna take you to the boss man and see what he does with you. No. Would anybody like to step in and show a bit of mercy to this commoner?
Now, he just cheated. May I perhaps not ending his life, but I know a better way to punish him.
Oh, pray tell.
We dwarves love our beard. We proudly showed him, and look at his field. He probably takes good care of it. If you cut it off, no dwarf will see him as a fellow dwarf anymore.
I
He'll rather
need
die than losing his beard.
you to
That's
gain
good enough punishment.
a hero point, Durgan, for the amazing idea. Because they both look at each other. I think that's a suitable recompense. Yes. Thank you, mister. No, not my beard, not my beard.
Oh, calm down. We'll just give it another 100 years and you will have your beard back, unless they wax it off.
They drag this gentleman, guards come and they drag him kicking and screaming as the guards will grab him, take him away, and then you hear the dreaded snip, snip, snip.
Durgan would shake a bit after hearing the snipping, because he doesn't want that to happen to him.
Indeed, it is very traumatic for a dwarf, Durgan. And Regik and Angupit will approach both of you. That was a very... What? Why would you do that? Yeah. What's the... sorry. What's the intention of helping us? We do appreciate it, of course. But nobody comes here and does something nice without ulterior motives. We're not giving you your money back, you know?
Yeah, that's my luck. Well, I tried at least, but at least I played fair, not like the other guy.
So what is it that you wish? Why did you do this?
Well, you
Yeah,
did
Dur-
say that if you cheated, we'd get to take your finger. I think it's only fair that you play fair, we play fair.
You're not cheating. Yeah. Like I was just a customer. What are you on about?
Well, if I wanted to, I could have, but I thought we'd have a little fun today and actually see if we could win.
You're saying me, if you wanted to, you could have done the dishonorable deed of cheating, and by not doing so, you think that we deserve to give you applause and praise?
No, not applause or praise.
The Angpuget will look at you and say, "We'll put in a good word with the boss man." Yes? Does that sound like something that you would like?
Yeah,
Hayden's gonna look
perhaps.
at Durgan.
But I would also like to have my money back, but that's not possible. But put a good word to the boss, would you? I would be quite happy for that.
And with that, Durgan and Caden, you emerge from... Well, we're going to say that there is 2 positives at this point in time. Let's jump to the south. As Java is currently beating the shit out of Jasper, Bezarati looks... You look... Aiden... let's change the music again to the drug den music here. Let's do...
My gun's right against her head.
Oh, yeah, no, we stopped at a very bad moment. Yes, the gun's right against her head. Sorry, I forgot about that. What would you like to do, Yava?
Yeah, so pretty much when Yava hears the click of the hammer, what kind of gun is this? Whatever. When she hears the click, she'll freeze from going Hellcat to just absolutely still. Doesn't move a muscle.
Jasper.
It's
Go ahead.
Aiden is going to use his Aiden's holding his gun in his right reach. His right comes up, index finger pointed, as he looks right down at Jasper and goes, "Not a fucking word from you."
Roll me an intimidation check, because Jasper was about to say something. Do it. They'll be doing the world a fucking favor.
He sighs, and he slowly squats down. The gun still trained against her. You really want to go out like this? Because it won't be me killing you.
Did you point the gun at Yava or at Jasper? I apologize.
At Yava.
What? The gun's not pointed at me, is it?
The gun's not pointed at Jasper, no.
Yeah.
No, because he's talking to Yava.
He's. I'm sorry, Matt. When you pointed the gun at Yava, and Jasper was like, "Do it, pull the trigger. You'll be doing the world a favor by killing Yava," right? And then you told them something about, "Do you want to go out like this?" And he's like,
Yeah, he's talking to Yava.
"Oh, I see. I'm so sorry, Yava. Yes."
I'm cool. Are you cool? I'm cool.
Then act cool. We've been here 5
Alright.
minutes, and you're causing a fucking scene. He's gonna... If she's cooled down, he's gonna holster his gun. And he's going to spit on Jasper.
Well, that'll probably de-escalate things.
Jasper looks down at the spit. Looks up at Aiden. God. Oh God. Well, hmm.
Do it, Pablo. You already know what you need to do.
Do it. You got to do it, dude.
You gotta do it.
Do
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. I'm actually, if you'd be so kind, roll a will save for this gentleman here as he looks at Yava. Is your new fuck buddy, huh?
What's the matter to you?
Didn't know you were a gold digger. Or rather, sorry, I would say going for the older crowd.
Yeah, does that bother you? Does that make you feel a little insecure?
Just thought that you would not go for the older type.
Listen, you can assure yourself that my love life is absolutely none of your business. Now, me and him need to leave. Now, Lang, I suggest you drag this moron along with us because I think he could have some information. But I'm going to leave this establishment immediately. Lang, sorry, but you're going to have to pick up the pieces. But she's going to turn on her heel and leave.
Bezerati's already summoned a couple of enforcers that were kind of waiting outside, and as he was attempting to, you just walk past them as he, fine. Jasper looks at Aiden. Sorry. Looks at Aiden and makes a rude comment about something about Yava in bed. Aiden, what do you do?
You know, pal, hurling insults at me isn't gonna do you much good, because from where I'm standing, you're a fucked up little druggie on the ground in some little cesspit in the worst part of the town. Whatever you say doesn't reach me, because you are trying to insult me from rock bottom, beneath rock bottom.
Roll me an intimidation check, Matt.
God damn, I am re-rolling this shit. I am so sick of bad rolls today. There we go, baby.
He looks like he's about to say something and then just kind of bites his tongue. So what do you want? You just come here to fucking take my drugs? You know how much that cost? What do you want?
Actually, it didn't cost much at all. Well, look, I don't believe her, but she said you have information. You could have information. And I don't want to drag you past the guards and then try and talk my way out of it. So I'd rather you just give up what you know, so that way I don't have to come back here and then, I don't know, drown you.
Jasper will smile. Actually smile at this point. And I'm gonna make a couple of rolls here. Okay. His smile doesn't faze you, Aiden. You can tell this gentleman is one to, now that Yava is no longer here, attempt to be a pleasant individual and effectively talk his way out of a situation. And he begins doing so, Aiden. I would like you to roll me a secret perception check. You see through his bullshit immediately, Aiden. This guy is trying to talk his way out in a situation where he cannot talk his way out of. And as he stares at your look of disbelief in your face, he immediately switches tactics and starts saying things like, well, really quick question, Aiden. Actually, now that I think about it, would you have said anything during his bullshitting or his moment of like trying to talk his way out?
It kind of depends on what's being said. It's like, if he's trying to... Yeah, it does depend on what's being
No,
said,
that's
really.
fair.
'cause
That's fair. I'm having a little trouble thinking of like exactly what he's saying other than, everything's, I mean, I'm just an old friend. Why are you here? Like it's I'm just chilling in this lounge, man. You just came up and just busted my vibe, Like what's going on? Like seriously, this is like a just because I have a relationship issue with somebody doesn't mean you have the authority to start interrogating me.
Nah, you see, that's the thing. When it comes to Yava, she's pseudo-nobility. She likes pretending that she's above everyone, and she does a spectacular job at it. I mean, you've seen her, she wanders around, she has this harsh accent to her at all times. Makes her sound like from the upper house, the inner circle for the throne. And it is a role she plays so very well that it mimics. She mimics so well that her actions are the actions of those people in that type of circle. So she doesn't count those against someone unless she has good cause to. So, my friend, whatever you think you're innocent of, you're not. Because while I don't approve of her method of confrontation,
You don't really know her that well, do
I
you?
absolutely trust her judgment. No, he's fully bullshitting. He's only known her for like a few days, I'm pretty sure. But he's just like...
Yeah. You don't know the type of woman that would give away our only child to someone else? Do you understand who you're working with? I'm so sorry.
I know
Hmm?
I know exactly who I'm working with, because in the city, You are always giving something up. Small, big, doesn't matter.
She
We're all on that same boat.
sold our child. Probably got a good bunch of money for it too, and you can roll me see perception for that actually. Yeah, you can tell there's something weird about the money aspect of it, but he doesn't seem to be lying when he said that they had a child and it's no longer there. What do you do, Aiden?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, my perception DC. So, real quick. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about this skill. It is called Lie to Me. If someone's trying to lie to me, I can use my Deception DC if it's higher than my Perception DC to determine whether they succeed. Would I be allowed to do that post-thingy? Because I'm sorry, I just completely
That
forgot
is
about this
okay.
until
I'm
just then.
just wondering why all your feats are under ancestry features. Trying to figure under bonus feats.
I just kind of set everything up like this. I set that up exactly how it was on my last one. I don't know why that happened, so I just kept it there.
It's so weird. Because you have there is something wrong with your character sheet, I think, but I'll have to figure it out sooner or later. Anyway,
Easy, yeah, because
I'll take some time. You know, do me a favor, Matt. Can you do this right now so I can not forget for next week? Can you post your path builder right now under your forum post? All right, because I want to fix yours. I'll fix it for you, but I want to do it before next session, and I want to make sure it's working. Yeah. So post your path builder, and sorry,
yeah, brother.
and we'll continue. Your deception DC.
Yeah, so it'd be a +3 because my deception
Yeah.
DC,
Okay.
my deception is 11.
Then that would be, instead of what you rolled, it would be a little bit more, and that's absolutely fine. She didn't sell the son. She, gave him away, quote unquote. But you can tell that was a lie, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Like I said, pal, Fox, pseudo nobility. She isn't that high yet. I mean, have you seen what she's walking around in? She definitely didn't sell her kid.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Listen. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Still, she gave her only child away, and I'll never forget her for that. Do you have any business with me, or are we going to sit here chatting? He's gotten all already from the floor and is already sitting down on the sofa. If you had let him, I'm assuming. Yes?
Yeah, he let him. He let him. Don't bullshit me. You're not mad about the child. You're mad about the fact you didn't get any money from it.
He grunts at this point and starts looking at the floor, trying to recover any last bit of shiver that he could salvage at this point in time. So, and ignores your statement.
Something I want to know is about Gadron Lamb.
Huh? What about him?
Gadron Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen him? Have you talked to him recently?
Gadron Lamb? How do you know that guy?
He pulls back his coat, and then he pats his gun, and he says, I have a score to settle with him.
Roll me diplomacy, please.
Oh, baby! Oh, lime green!
Oh, I know Gadron all right. What do you want with him?
Like I said, pal, score to settle.
Did you try to look at
Believe me.
Did you try to find him at the old fishery?
Yep. Gobblegut killed one of us in the process, but entire place is gone.
Then he's probably with his son. I'm assuming you tell him he got away. Sorry, I jumped in a little bit early there, but I'm assuming you tell him he got away or he wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, well, yeah. So I would tell him that, but then he goes, "That rotten old coot, that festering scum, that personification of the tumors on the city, has a son."
You'd be well advised to stay away from him. But if you're really looking to know, and then he will tell you the location of Gadrin Lamb's son, Rolf Lamb. I need to double check the PDF, but I'm just gonna say you have the location, all right? In terms of where Gadrin Lamb is, I'll need to double check the exact area here, but just assume you have the location if that's okay there, Aiden. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where he is.
When Aiden realizes that he is now one step closer to...
Why am I playing the giggling music? Sorry, guys. I know I really like this, but I should be playing Dragon Spray.
But
sorry.
When Aiden realizes he is now one step closer to Lamb, to getting his hands on him, a feeling festers inside of him, this dormant rage that threatens to ignite. His composure falters a little, and he huffs and walks away. Ow, ow, what was that?
Sorry, I accidentally pushed the
Is
button.
everything okay? I was like, there wasn't anything bad, was there?
Yeah, there's
Bro.
nothing happening.
Sorry.
Bro, I was about to get like, this was about to be like, this is an emergency announcement service from the state of Colorado.
But it does invoke a good point. We should start wrapping this scene up as well. And Aiden, you come out of this knowing that, well, a couple of tidbits about Yava's life, but also where the location of Gadrin Lamb's son is, and potentially Gadrin Lamb. Yava, you come out walking out of this scene, having caused one, for love, and whilst I will say the is that what they put in the gaming awards, by the way?
Mhm.
Okay, that's hilarious. But I would say that overall, as you guys all convene here, and feel free to move yourselves here at this point in time where I am pinging, you see Halvara walking past and Ampajit walking past. Ampajit talks to Halvara for a second. Halvara nods, gives the group a smile and a nod, and then heads down to the lower deck. As Ampajit will say, I gave her a good word. She knows him pretty well. So, Halvara will say that she needs a couple of minutes to go down and talk to the boss. In the meantime, would you guys like to discuss anything about your experiences or what you have done as you have been separated for quite a bit?
Yeah, I won a great gamble today.
Oh, great. I made some friends.
Oh, really? Oh.
Nice ladies.
Were they goblins?
No, not all of my friends are goblins. And I don't know every goblin.
Oh, but you know that.
Do you know every dwarf?
I made a dwarf actually today. I didn't know him, but I made him cut his beard off.
All right. There's probably a story there.
Aye, and trust me, you will all love it when I tell you later on. It's about Caden.
Well, Elijah and I had a huge success, I think, in our endeavors. I mean, I won't speak to what success Elijah had, but it was a lovely chats and great conversation with the ladies. I'm assuming everybody else, things went as smoothly.
Well, but how's it that? Not sure about Java and Aiden.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing to report.
Insight check.
You know, when someone says it's fine, it's always
Yeah.
gonna be fine, yeah. Halvara pops back on. The boss is ready to see you now. Good luck.
Oh. Thanks.
Do you all head below deck?
Are we ready? Well, that
Yeah.
seems like it then.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. And you guys begin heading to the lower deck of the Eel's End. I'm going to take a quick moment here and pause the recording. And Saturday, let's resume with Eel's End ship, the actual ship area. I'm going to move you guys to this next scene. And let's start dragging out tokens one by one. Oh, yes, sorry. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, Caden, you look like your character is perfect. Aiden. Okay, yeah, you guys.
Just say that I see some of this.
Yeah, there's people there, don't worry.
Oh, I just see the background. That's
Oh, you
it.
just... Oh, there's people supposed to be there. Maybe refresh for me if you don't see people. Aiden, okay, let me just ask. Elijah, Caden, and... Oh, no, don't refresh. There's just a wall issue. Why is there a wall
Too
issue?
late.
Why is there a wall issue? Why are the walls all fucky? Shit, that's stupid. Oh, all right, hold on. Let me fix the walls. Oh, God. Hold on. 1 second. Really quickly, who's done the remastered versions? Is it Caden, Priz, Elijah? Have you done it as well?
Yeah, all done.
Okay, all done, all items and everything. Don't forget your lores as well, guys, and your stats and your main character, and then, and then the bonus feats, of course. All right. Let me just double check a little bit. Yeah, let me just double check.
Level 1 again.
So Caden is also his character sheet is a bit Caden, I think there is a bit of a something, if you don't mind posting your path builder and your forum posts, and I can check your character sheet as
Yeah,
well.
I updated it.
You did? Awesome. And did you repost it?
I did.
Okay, you did. Sorry, I did. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I see Aiden and... No, repost it for me. Oh, you edited it. You added the message. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you. And lastly, sorry, just checking in because Aaron, this worked a little better than this morning's session, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of regret spending an hour doing it this morning. And then, like,
Well, there's also characters that were 3 levels higher, so there's a lot more.
no, I know,
flex.
but I think it's maybe better to do it either as we go along or as we're role playing, as opposed to stopping the entire session for an hour. But lesson learned and all that, yeah. And then Yava as well as Durgan. When you get a chance, did you? Maybe we can meet a little bit before next session. I can get you guys sorted for the character sheets if you guys want. Yeah, does that work?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just check it out. I think I changed all the spells over to the updated, and I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah,
but
it's just the Foundry.
we should look it
just
over.
the Foundry version that you gotta now manually update. Yeah, and it's a bit of a pain, especially if you're not used to managing this system. But all good. Yeah, go ahead, Durgan.
It's just my character is already done. The only thing I needed to change was the one feed.
Right, no, I know, but you need to update your Foundry version, is what I'm trying to say. Because there is another character sheet in the party. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the party.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, and you
But
have...
It will take me some time.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to do it, I can try to meet a little bit before next session. Don't guarantee, but I can try. And if not, we can do it during the break or something. So, all right. Let me play the music for Dervago. Dervago. Eels and interior, maybe? Yeah, that's sinister enough music. There we go. You see... Why is it still playing the funny violin stuff? It's annoying me. Anyway, you see a captain's cabin converted to what seems to be some sort of throne room. The walls are thick with spider webs in which dozens of spiders scuttle, some as large as a fist.
Hooey! They just skittering around. Oh, sorry, he's not
But
here.
most considerably smaller. These spiders are staying in their webs and are not actually crawling on the floor. Anybody have arachnophobia?
I do, but not in
Durgan?
games.
In game,
Oh.
I mean.
No. Yeah, in real life I do, but in games I don't really care.
That's okay then. I want to make an arachnophobic character one day. Anyway, wooden stage supports a large leather chair covered with cobwebs and scampering spiders. As you guys make your way down, you see Dervago, a tall, muscular man with shaggy black hair. He's got a spider-shaped shoulder baldric and a thick chain of crisscrossing links of that looks to be represent the shape of a spider on his chest. Actually, I have a perfect picture of him here. This is the guy. There we go. Dervago is currently... He seems to be... as you guys step downstairs, he raises his hands and tells you in a non-verbal signal to wait. Does anybody not follow that command? Or do you... is my question.
Oh, hold on. Keeps Mayday
Mm.
in check.
You see, as you guys are kind of at the entrance, I'm going to move you a little bit. No, that's on a wall. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to move the walls a little bit here. These walls are badly made. I apologize for that. But as you guys kind of wait at the threshold of the entrance, you see Dervago just kind of looking at the 6 what look to be hopeful thugs, and continues this conversation. So, you say you're worthy of joining my crew? Yes, Mr. Dervago. I've killed 3 people, you know. You killing 3 people makes you think you're worthy? Fuck out of here. I'm also good at throwing daggers. Dervago grabs a dagger and throws it perfectly at what seems to be a small kind of mark on a wall. Yeah, beat that. I would like people searching Durgan and Elijah to roll me secret perception checks.
Secret perception.
Elijah, you are a social person and you are decently good at reading people. You can tell Dervago is just testing these new recruits and may not hire some of them. In addition, you get a sense that he's got a bit of a cruel streak. As his eyes kind of indicate a bit of a just sinister look behind them. Lastly, Elijah, you notice caged little fairy dragon kind of tucked away behind some webs in a corner. There we go. I'll show you the little picture. Matt, are you AFK? He is, okay. This little creature looking whimsically out through the bars, being constantly ignored, and it actually stares at you all And let me actually put his name on here. There we go. He looks at like the party as you walk. You're kind of waiting on the threshold, and Elijah, with your secret perception, just giving a bit of a pleading look here. A little bit of a pleading look. As you also hear a mental kind of, well, obviously telepathy, as he just says, please, I want to leave this place. Please, can you help me? Can you? Regardless.
Do we all hear that, or
I'm gonna say whoever's looking at Majenko, which would be Elijah, effectively. Yes. And you can't respond telepathically, Elijah. But if there's anything you'd like to do, let me know.
No, I think he's just trying his best to downplay it, try and look inconspicuous, not raise any suspicions. Kind of recognize how tense the situation is, don't want to draw unnecessary attention to the group.
Regardless, Dervago will. All right, you guys go. Sit tight for a minute. I got some company. You, come on forward. Thank you for waiting.
no? Yeah, no problem. We're happy to oblige. And as they're filing out, better luck next time. Chin up, keep at it. Maybe it's not 3, maybe it's 4 or 5 is the magic murder number. You'll find out.
The thug just gives you a dirty glare, and Dervago crosses his arms and looks unamused.
Or maybe crime just isn't your life.
So, my lady says you have business with me. Let's make it quick. What can I help you with?
Well, yeah. Caden, do you have the bag of money? Bag of money?
I don't think
Mine?
Caden would have it. It would be Aiden. Did you say Aiden?
Aiden.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I don't remember who has it.
Detective
somebody-
Lang. Yes.
All right. Well,
What's up?
yeah, we want to make sure we have the money. That's all. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, we are here for a very good reason. And I'm sure any minute now, one of my friends is going to step up and help me by saying what that reason is. Any minute now.
All right. What's his name again? What's the what were the thugs addressing him as, if anything? Because I just had to go AFK for a second.
That's okay. I need to make a quick emergency phone call. Not emergency, but just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, and I'll be right back.
This guy's Dervago, the Spider King.
Yeah.
All right.
And please, somebody else take the lead, and then I can do my very good job of aiding.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what we need from this guy.
Well, I think you weren't here for the establishing part, but what we need is information about the ambassador. The ambassador's name is Ampre. Darvain Gil Ampre. He's trying to screw over, and we had kind of agreed beforehand that our approach to this was going to be, look, this is a mutually beneficial arrangement. We are trying to just let you know this guy's going to try to screw you over. We're going to screw him over first, and yeah, it's good for the city, but what's good for the city will also be good for his pocketbook eventually.
All right. You good?
Can we, if that's okay, can we resume this next week? I'm
All right.
little stressed out due to real life. I'm sorry. But it's
all good, man.
fine, but also we have 15 minutes, and I understand that,
Nah, man, I'm fine with just killing it now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna probably just chill before I.
We can resume here, and I'm so sorry, but we can resume here next week doing the influence encounter with Dervago. It was gonna take more than 15 minutes anyway, and to be honest, like we would just interrupted halfway. So I think it's a good stopping point as you enter Dervago's lair. Things to keep in mind. Is there's a little fairy dragon. You know, I'm gonna type this down because I like typing stuff down now. Fairy dragon in a cage. Dervago looks a bit cruel. And what was the last one? Let's fucking influence this bad boy. Let's do it. These are things to keep in mind for next week because I like putting that there so I can remember. All right, guys, thank you for watching YouTube. Like and subscribe. Hope you had fun. See you guys in a bit. I'm gonna start recording. Hold on.